Welcome back from the breast hold, everybody. It's time to start talking about Extreme Rules, and we're going to start this off the way we always started off with the pre-show, the kickoff match, but not going to be the pre-show kickoff match that we thought we were going to get because Daniel Bryan is injured, so they decided to switch things around a little bit, and it was for the better. So instead, we have Bad News Barrett versus Neville. And I actually like this match. Really good opener. You know, it was the best of a bad situation. A lot of people were probably disappointed that Daniel Bryan wasn't wrestling, and they filled him in by somebody who was equally, if not more entertaining in a lot of different ways. Because I got a feeling this match between Barrett and Neville is better than the match we would have gotten between Barrett and Bryan. You guys agree or disagree?
I'm definitely in agreement with you. I was skeptical at first, but this match turned out to be my match of the night. And honestly, I've said it before, I'm kind of over Daniel Bryan at this point, so this was awesome. Great showing by Neville. Surprised they gave him the win. They didn't even. I don't think they had to either, but I'm glad they've got a lot of stock in him. I fucking love the adjustment they've made with his theme music and the Titantron. It's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not digging the two nicknames at the beginning, though. It seems a little too much.
He still needs to fix his entrance to some degree. There's something... He's very awkward when he does his little pose and shit. He needs to find something new. And he also needs to figure out how to take that fucking cape off. Like, he's sticking his chin up in the air and doing this awkward shit trying to get it off every time. And then he looks really frustrated about it.
He does kind of look like he's just like, this fucking thing, get off!
And that's why he stays up in the air and, he never comes back down.
If he gets out to take it off. The cape that I forgot how to take off. I don't know, but I like the man Gravity Forgot nickname. New Sensation, it's a little bland. And a little forced, too.
They could call him Adrian Neville.
Yeah. Then they're, like... start adding first names back to people, and then R-Truth backstage is just like, can I be Ron again? They're like, no. You still only are R. Okay.
They just start giving their last names back to other people, so like they give Rusev's to Neville. Alexander Neville.
Langston Neville.
Hey, Langston could work.
He looks like a Langston.
Fucking ugly enough to be a Langston.
I can see him getting picked on in school. Little Langston.
What would you call him, Langston Neville or Adrian Langston?
The guy that everybody forgot on the bus or something.
That's horrible.
At this point, I'm kind of disappointed with WWE that they didn't do the Alphabet Crew with R-Truth and Biggie.
If they strip Daniel Bryan of the Intercontinental Championship, I'd like these guys to have settled their feud for the IC belt, because they've had 2 matches now. In fact, these are a couple of guys that you could get another 3 or 4 matches out of, and I wouldn't be bored of it.
Who would you give the title to, though? Because Barrett's already got King of the Ring, you give him that, too?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much... I like Neville. I probably like him more than Bad News Barrett at this point. But I want Neville to be booked very strategically, and I want it to be very slow, because the moment they start giving any, major push, fans are going to turn on him, because they're fucking idiots.
You know what I'm a little bit concerned about happening? And the more that they keep doing, combining these people together, the more I think it's likely to happen. I think Daniel Bryan's getting rid of the title, which I'm all for that, because he shouldn't just not be defending it. And I think we're going to get a fatal 4-way between Neville, Barrett, Sheamus, and Ziggler. And Sheamus is going to win it. Barrett's King of the Ring. Neville is not really ready yet to be the Intercontinental Champion. Ziggler, it would be kind of like switching from Bryan to the same kind of thing, and WWE tends to go the opposite route a lot when that happens. Sheamus, they really want to push him. So, whether he pins Neville or he pins Ziggler, probably Ziggler, I think that might happen at Payback. Kind of depends on if they get rid of the Intercontinental title fast enough, too. But
Someone's playing some mad video games right now.
Probably Sean.
I'm also disappointed as well. when your pre-show is your best match of a pay-per-view, you gotta know there's something wrong with that fucking pay-per-view. You know?
To be fair, I don't think this was the best match on the whole show.
It was one of them at the very least.
It
I guess
was,
we'll have
yeah.
to tune into
but
the
the
next
thing
segment
is,
to find out.
WWE's been doing this thing for like the past few months now. Like, you have the tag team match on the pre-show, or you'll have like something like this on the pre-show. A very good like match overall. It was kind of like back in 2013 when you would have like the Shield and the Usos on the pre-show, and would be fantastic matches for the most part. I'm fine with like a pre-show being good to great matches, because there was a while there when they first started the pre-show matches where the matches were pointless, stupid, and they didn't last long. At least they're putting effort into these, which I'm completely fine with. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Now, yeah, I mean, in some ways I agree, in some ways I disagree. Like it
shouldn't be forgotten that they originally were going to have the tag match on the
right. Yeah,
show.
it's like the thing that bothers me more about the whole pre-show situation isn't whether or not it was like one of the best matches of the night, then it goes downhill, or if this should have been on there, or if like the Divas should have been on. A lot of people think that kind of stuff, which to me, if you completely write off the pre-show, nobody's going to watch it. But I think the issue with this is they knew that Daniel Bryan wasn't going to be wrestling, and they milked that as much as they could. Like, we all knew that he wasn't going to be doing this days in advance, and they were still just kind of like, we don't know if he is or not. And then it's like, oh, look at that, we told him not to even come here, but we still don't want to announce it because we want you to tune in and stuff. I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing, but that is kind of annoying. At least it was a good match to make up for it, though. If that would have been like a really shitty segment, then that would have been a really bad way to start this off. But I thought it was a good way to kick it off. I mean, fun match between two talented guys, and like has been said earlier, one of the best matches of the night. I'm all for it. I definitely would like to see more between these guys. They've wrestled a couple times, and I'm not bored with it yet.
The day it's wrong to start a pay-per-view off of a good wrestling match is the day I stop wrestling. Stop
Exactly.
watching wrestling.
You've been wrestling all the time?
You start strong and you finish, and you continue to build up from there.
You're meant
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But in this case, I think it did good, because I thought the pay-per-view overall was fine.
I was going to say, I think if this Daniel Bryan Wade Barrett match actually happened, it would have been lame, because there was no build for that whatsoever. Like, there's no reason these guys should face each other.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, can't disagree.
Did I miss the part where it made sense that Neville and Wade Barrett face each other?
He fought him on Raw, I think.
Wait,
It doesn't make
Barrett,
sense. That's why it was made into a pre-show match in favor of the tag team match
Okay.
being on the main show.
what's it made sense? Barrett
Okay.
versus Daniel Bryan for the title. We lost the title to bloody Bryan at WrestleMania, and he was going to get it back.
Yeah, he lost it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He lost his title.
Right.
Rematch closed, motherfucker.
That's not a real fucking thing.
But it is.
Say that to Rusev.
Yeah.
Rusev doesn't have a rematch clause. He has a fucking whore that he sends into the GM's office.
No, Rusev has like an 8 rematch clause. Damn it, I don't feel like watching another one of those. Anybody have any thoughts about Neville and Barrett before we move on, about whether this feud is in the right direction, or if this match could have been any better or worse or whatever?
Just keep
Any
going.
match could have been better, technically, but it was
Just
good.
keep going out there, having solid wrestling matches, and you'll keep me interested. Unless it's the Usos versus the Wyatt family for the millionth time. In that case, fuck good wrestling.
Fuck good wrestling.
Yeah, seriously.
Stop having those entertaining matches, goddammit. Alrighty, next part is going to be Chicago Street Fight for part 5. Stay tuned.